How about sell hell? You're probably in it. I think I'm in it. I think all of us are in it. Americans checking their smartphones 96 times a day. You got new research showing the U.S. is deep into the digital age, with data showing that we check our phones 96 times a day. That is once every 10 minutes. The company also said it's a 20% increase from a similar survey researchers conducted 2 years ago. I want to bring on Dr. Johnny Parker now, an MA in counseling psychology. Doctor, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Has our obsession with our cell phones gotten completely out of hand?
Oh, yeah. We have definitely gotten out of hand. And a lot of it is due to FOMO, fear of missing out. And then, of course, the brain with dopamine. Once we get a hit from a cell phone, it arouses a sense of elation, and we want to go back to it over and over and over again.
So 96 times a day. And doctor, listen, I'm not going to act like this doesn't affect me because I do it. My phone will be sitting there. I don't hear a ding. But for whatever reason, I think, well, maybe I did miss a text message, or maybe I just need to grab it and see what's going on. I do it too.
Yeah, we all do it. And again, it could be FOMO, like I said, fear of missing out, or other times it could be the compare and despair. I'm always looking to see, what are you doing? What's the competition doing? What are people posting? What is their life like? And so I compare, but then when we compare, we begin to despair.
So what's the link between...
and the dangerous thing with this... Go ahead.
No, you finish. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, the danger is that we begin to disconnect from ourselves and good solid relationships with other people, and we begin to lose our soul, and it increases greater loneliness because this was supposed to be a tool in our life, not to rule over our life.
So how do you know when it's time to unplug, doctor?
Oh, when you're losing your story. See, every life is telling a story, and I talk about this in my Turn the Page book. All of our lives are telling a story, and I got to ask myself, do I want my story or my storyline to be the cell phone and the digital life, or do I really want to live a life where I'm really living a sense of joy and happiness? So we got to first own our story. What's the story that opens up itself? And then secondly, we got to write it. We got to write it, and we need strong relationships and supporting cast to live out the story that we all want to live out in a sense of completion and fullness.
Talking to Dr. Johnny Parker right now, adjunct professor at Johns Hopkins University, where he teaches Introduction to Positive Psychology. That's an evidence-based approach that focuses on conditions leading to happiness and flourishing. Let me ask you this, doctor. Is it ever wise to go cold turkey? Is that the right thing to do?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, for example, in my life, I have one day a week where I don't turn the phone on. Why do I do that? Because then I'm getting back to the story that I really, really want my life to tell. See, if I don't write my story, if we don't write our story, cell phone will write the story, other people will write the story, social media will write the story, the news will write our story. And so I find that it's important for people to take one day a week where you don't look at social media, or you take it, even if it's just several hours in a day, where I just don't go to the phone, and find out along the way how you begin to reclaim your life again.
When you take a look at this data, 18 to 24-year-olds check their phones twice as much as the national average, and they're aware that they're doing this. They know they've got a problem, yet they keep on doing it. Is this the classic case of an addict?
Oh, yeah, because it now is getting into our brain. Like I said, when that dopamine is released and it gets absorbed, it arouses us, and I want to keep going back to it over and over and over. And before we know it, and this is also why many 18 to 24-year-olds have chronic anxiety, chronic stress, and a deep sense of loneliness. We can't confuse the likes on social media with real relationships.
So as I let you go here, what is your best advice to somebody out there listening who realizes they have a problem with their phone? Is it to just walk away from it one day a week like you do, or is there something less dramatic they can do?
Oh, both. And you need to have a time where you take a break from your phone. That's one. Two, you really want to decide, what story do I want my life to tell? Do I want my storyline to be the digital and just really see it as a tool? But how do I get at the story that I really want my life to tell? Because if I don't write the story that I want for my life, cell phone will, other people will. And that's why, again, I wrote in my book, Turn the Page, and Life and Story Within You, which I encourage everyone to get, that you really, really want to get clear on who I am, what I want, and why do I want it. And so those are the things that I would encourage you to consider.
All right, doctor, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you.